This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Awal, Sergio. There was a international break no na leagues bebree aba on a standstill. Yekobo FIFA World Cup and other European Cup and all other competitions qualifiers. Na Coach Jose Peseiro of Nigeria yene collapse. Na sewaha week ayababe uremu yi. Omo game to play against Lesotho and Rwanda for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Now, and only the first two games are all the other African countries bebo kopim say international calendar no beba na wiye. After December, then January, the national calendar will bounce back for the AFCON tournament. No. Now, Sergio, NFF now question some of the collapse or national team now because almost there are some couple of players or limit of minutes in terms of matches or or clubs and say you ibinu minutes ewo form. A typical example are the NFF raise concern Joe Aribo of Southampton. So you almost say last 4 games when you're only 14 minutes per. And they don't see the reason why he should be called up into the national team because there could be other players who are playing well. Almost other teams are this kind of opportunity. Yes, this is the current example. This problem is Ghana with regards to Edmonadu. Okay. And then there are some other couple of players say at least if he should have casted his net wider, there could be other players at least more minutes as compared to Joe Aribo and some other players more minutes. And say you when there are some people who always monitor players abroad. And enumaye bufu enumaye question the reason why you will be no more de bia mobile modern. The BIO clubs consistently you see them playing. By a national team collapse near overlook you near Kokofre or more Munya Bimbo, any more Munya Jesse Crabinshe. Not the BMT and no my mom for a suspectia debi and my mom for a suspicious. Said there could be something fishy. That is the reason why some players are being called ahead of those who usually get numbers in terms of minutes among clubs of various national team. And so after the final of African Football League nona Coach Rulani Mukwena of Mamelodi Sundowns ekoye that interview osaye match conference post match conference and oka say oni Gianni Infantino oni nya pep talk akra na Gianni Infantino ba South Africa obehe the competition finals no onu oba behwe nani so ade because the brand of football na Mamelodi Sundowns ebon who say born that form they play creditor exchange possessions bibia out use bibia koso and say one of the things who say African football is really rising. If a club on the continent can give you this kind of performance, the ball to form ball effect, and yet only that, and so some results. And Sergio, is it and one of the things Gianni Infantino abona baso based on modern bar wababe danedi ediamani team no for the first time a competition I a brain child of Gianni Infantino. I the maiden edition of the African Football League. Ebelandi on the South African country. Wabra a club from there. I from Masandawana, Mamelodi Sundowns. I the first team to win that competition for the first time in its history. I aba coach no abo mwabaso. Sejo yenya video of Mali and then Spain. Ewo the under-17 World Cup na Ebaso no. Okay. And Sergio, unfortunately, Dumbia red card no. That was the reason why at a point they went down by 10 men. Na Spain for no able with 11 men. Okay. And they scored 2 goals, but VAR decision call those goals say and go. So the Spanish no and team did him around 60 something minutes. They had that 1-0 in scoreline against Mali. So that's the reason why the Spanish team no first match they won and almost Mali. So the Spanish no 6 points in the competition. But Mali found that form because they won the first game against Uzbekistan and we know omoluzu by a goal to 0. But the Mali team now one boy be a friend Ibrahim Diarra. Okay. Or a 16-year-old boy. Sergio Barcelona for Atono. Omotono. La Masia. No captain He scored the hat-trick in the first game against Uzbekistan. Now So don't say essence Barcelona who say Madrid Eddie young guys say be show multimin kenano show Camavinga show the likes of Rodrigo Guez, Vinicius Junior, Almudi Musiala munyina ehen muso no be kan. Barcelona also wants to build a young setup. Omakofa Vitor Roque. They are now chasing Gabriel Mekatu and Academy de National Ewo Mali. That was where they got this boy Ibrahim Diarra. Sergio, that boy Owapa.
Okay.
Osai very very skillful. Okay. And one of the guys almost say omobema na wo ni academy ni Ewo Mali. After 2024, by that time they know you do 18. Nobody na balamasia. That's where they're going to train him and then push him further to a main team. No? Okay. And Sergio, these teams are doing massively well when it comes to scouting.
Sure.
Sergio, then a place intimate make those inroads. From academy foot in Mali, Sergio, straight to Barcelona. That tells you the developing story of this team. And now those academies now are more various teams. You know. Sergio, na me he Zaire Emery and ne ohe banner headliner eba l'équipe. Almost Zaire Emery, le petit bleu de Clairefontaine. The petit bleu, small boy for the Blues from Clairefontaine.
Yeah.
Sergio, boy at age 16, when you're maiden call up for the French national team.
Oh, 16.
16.
Okay.
Yes. And Sergio, also a product of the Clairefontaine. And Sergio, Clairefontaine, no, the idea, no, it was a brainchild of a foreigner or better France, Sergio. On your French, your friend Stefan Kovacs or your Romanian.
Okay.
And the French Football Federation president Fernand Sastre, and all this idea in the buy. So you in the 60s and the 70s, you know, French for no who say omo challenge our European football, the Spanish, the English, any the Germans, the Italians, the Diomun Mukai. Because around that time, no Italy no more, Spain no more, and England mo ebinumanya European Cup trophy, ebinumanya World Cup trophy. Omo de no mo nyanya hwe. So in the year around 1976, and almost omo this idea neba.
Okay.
So you saw say in 1984 the French hosted and won the European Cup trophy no. Wabra Michel Platini mo, any Jean-Alain Giresse mo, any Didier Sis mo, ebo mo win a competition no. So 4 years later from 1984 to 1988, and omo build this academy in Clairefontaine. And from that you saw say Clairefontaine Academy na omo build no aswaba. By 1998, Yebo World Cup, now some graduates are more part of Clairefontaine. A typical example like Thierry Henry was part of the squad. No, won the title. No.
Okay.
2 years later in 2000, Wabra winning 2000. Not the likes of Anelka. Going forward, William Gallas mo, the likes of Louisa Munina Bem. And so Clairefontaine Academy no, and your French players in Kwa and a promo too.
Okay.
There are other nationals among your France for, but Etimia Raiziomo, Mehdi Benatia for Morocco was a typical example.
I see.
Owe Nabil Ben Talib from Algeria was an example. Owe Rafael Guerrero, formerly of Borussia Dortmund, as you Bayern Munich. We munina nationals among France for, but they've passed through the Clairefontaine Academy. And so by 2018, no one a lot of Clairefontaine Academy guys, and one of them was Kylian Mbappe Lotin. In 2018, when they were celebrating the 30-year anniversary of the Clairefontaine Academy now, Mobile Dieno, Sergio Kylian Mbappe has risen through the tunnel. He is taking the world by storm by becoming the second teenager after Brazil Pele to win the World Cup.
Okay.
Scoring that magnificent goals. Obie who ni pace in that game against Argentina. She the final against Croatia. That was the tournament Kylian Mbappe won the young best player of the year.
Okay.
And Sergio, it tells you the importance of some academies as a national teams be anase or might be edgesuya said the Peja Mamono. Yemma Senegal Sergio, near the likes of Diambara Academy, Generation Foot, and the Patrick Vieira Academy.
Okay.
Sergio say attack as say Senegalese football, under 17 Munsem.
Yeah.
Under 20 Munsem. Under 23 Kwano Muntmianko. Chan tournament Munsem. AFCON tournament Munsem. Sergio say the Senegalese FA any 10 academies near home assign a contract. Now, say a base under 17, under 20 collapse. Coaches of the various national teams, a Honoman Academy, no, and Omoko at the picky place. And that's the reason why they are performing. Sergio, said the national team, no, SES in Tiasi. enye bibia ntiu say you first under 17 under 20 near ye consistent de bia ye qualify ye reach the world stage nti yetimi duru ana some of the European players na ba be pick ye players no nti yetimi nya group of team bi ebia obeka say Malaysia 97 Egypt 97 ebia Argentina 2001 yetimi nya core of players bi no mo ye part of under 17 and under 20 group no ma ba be form the nucleus of the national team. So over the years, under 17, under 20, Yajija, Yentimin qualify. So we have to depend on Right to Dream Academy. And say you, oh, I say, Omono produce players in my national team. No?
Okay.
Say under 17, under 20. Yes, some 2 years ago in 2021, Yetime win Mauritania, but due to COVID, Yentimian called the main tournament World Cup. No, under 17, say you since 2017, India, Yentimin qualifying main tournament. No. Nti say benya omo be free ase no aba betimi rise through the ranks no ya na e dey my that was the reason why at a point we have to depend on Ghanaians omo kwakwo moma ewa abroad see ekotwe omo say omo man be Black Stars and Tom Venom Academy na right to dream of form 1999 see ewo the Mansour group in 2020 almost spending $120 million e be share academy kina no say omo no mo produce players my
Okay.
Mohammed Kudus, Kamal Din Suleimana, Kamal Sowa, Yao Yeboah, all these guys, Gideon Mensah, all these guys were products of the Right to Dream Academy.
Wanusia message adie star 256 star 2 hash mechi chesika no nti wo hona se unya mfa wo de no enka ho afaka ho na ebia na utia ye star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na wa dial na wa select number 1 Kessben FM Kumasi bebusaw number of tickets a pese auto ba ku bia 5 Ghana cedis 5 cedis nti wuto mienu a 10 wuto enaya 20 Ghana cedis dudu bia pese wuto bia utibitima ye ama wanya 1000 anope ya iti muntungum na mebeye draw no enchekra next one the third draw awal yento aso
so Sergio enone the importance attached to Right to Dream Academy.
Okay.
Sergio you broniu eno free ni krum Denmark no ye scout ema Manchester United.
Okay.
Our scout mo ewa Africa.
Okay.
Bad Ghana obehu talent kakra no from Tom Venom Academy 1999 eno na timi arise ya sisi ababe Right to Dream Academy.
Okay.
Our more partnership with Norgeland. And so enye Ghana phone call Simon Adingra Brighton and Hove Albion Ivory no he was their product.
Okay.
Mario Dogeles ono so no ni kudusmo ene wo Norgeland sejo ono so your product.
All right.
And sejo these are the importance of those academies no ade amoye nti me bisa me say ya na Ghana Football Association importance ben no mo attach to these academies no because going forward ebia the production line no ebetimi asesa yentimi produce bi omo no moye bi mai so importance ben ye be attach omo anasi yensu nyanya national academy ti se Clairefontaine.
Okay.
Because your national team no seju enye ti se said yetiti na etin ana first na ye work some quality players no seju enye bi na sese ye wo nti ye sese attach those importance to this academies no seju.
Okay. French scholars 8-year program no ntino omo the corrections kakra bi aba okay fifi I'll say le petit blue is rather a little blue and not a little boy. Okay. The term petit bleu is used to represent a little French player because the French national team is also referred to as Le Bleu.
Yeah.
So what you say?
Yeah, Matthias.
Yes, the fifth in the school.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
French in there. You go to trim papa. No, then I'm stadium honey. I'm a come. I say they be American. Ni sisi na chia kakra. No, they are life. Nti ona na okwa aso obo life obo ani wait no go yi.
Otoge.
Fifi. Okay. So you share gallons are Fifi aya and kabe say 200 gallons? No, barrels. Yeah, our consumer still going strong. Fifi. What did I see her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if the Ballon d'Or is for the best player in the world, why is it mostly dominated by players in Europe? Because there are standout performances in other jurisdictions, like the Copa Libertadores, but they are not considered. Not even the top 30, but Odegaard and others were in the top 30. Meanwhile, Gabriel Basusa was a standout in South America. Okay.
Who's a Ballon d'Or and Casaseju till 1995? Na unye European na unye binche. Na a various European players in Kwane di mau. So 1995 no mo ye necessary usi akan e wo Europe dia dia.
Desmond or the Frangoma so na ba ye krom. Desmond, okay.
So in 1995 no mo ye no so usi akan wo Europe dia dia obetimi agi. Eno no mo di mau pon we no.
Okay.
And no more them so okay. From then you be who or more Europeans, but no multi GB because almost here kind ewo Europe.
Oh, okay.
So Ballon d'Or a French football magazine and in 2010 omoka any FIFA best FIFA there no any boom. In 2016 and almost 13 temu.
Okay.
So Ballon d'Or represent European footballer of the year and a FIFA best and so representing world best footballer of the year.
Okay.
So
all right. Even Enesunyama is from the Right to Dream Academy.
Yes, my money.
Yes. Okay.
So let's know also Majid. Yes, Majid Waris money. Majid Waris Monsejo David Akamo Kingsley Fobi Evans Mensah no see akan e Interlice. Obeko under 23 on Tankomo Egypt.
Okay.
Or on Shedan Wabia Sabasejo very very skillful.
Okay.
Kingsley Phobia omo captain no omo ba ku bi Ibrahim Osman sesi ono so ono jelan.
Okay.
Ibrahim Sadiq no ne Kudus mo ene ko under 17 under Piquet.
Okay.
And Sejo all these guys were products of Right to Dream. There is one boy being so Shaku ono ti Edukrum side ono mo. Last year no call US sesi obo Orlando City ewo Major League Soccer. Sejo we mu nyina Right to Dream product.
Okay. Intina and also no said the energy with which you participate in the foreign discussion. I don't see the same energy when it comes to the local stories. What Awal Mohammed is saying is very important, but seems we just want no. This Ebenezer Sokode the Volta region. Yes, I know your interest. Papa. What?